I started off as a geologist because I couldn't see myself doing any of the major sciences that I'd studied at school. And I was lucky to get into Imperial College when it was the Royal School of Mines. So that was a very good grounding in geology. And in those days, unlike present courses, there was an awful lot of field work because people didn't worry too much about insurance and permitting and other things. They just went off and wandered around on footpaths in the UK and on the continent and looked at rocks. That was my background. Joined Western Mining in 1981. My first job was in Bendigo looking for gold, but then I moved to Western Australia for the first time, and that was mine geologist at Malwindara mine when that was going as a joint venture with Shell. Then I moved from there to work in the Paddison Basin for around Nifty for base metals, and then to Queensland, where I was lucky enough to be exploring in the Eastern Succession. But the story there that I might emphasize is that we had 4 years of no success whatsoever, and it was the last roll of the dice, if you like, that took us north of Cloncurry to under the Black Soil Plains, and that was where the opportunities really were. That speaks a bit to persistence. It also speaks to luck. I'm a great believer in luck, but luck is serendipity, not fate. It's something you make. Western Mining had a lucky culture, so as well as being technically excellent, they also created luck for themselves by the culture that Roy Woodall primarily had built over the years. I was lucky enough to become one of Douglas Haynes's mentees in my mid to late 20s. When I moved to Townsville, he was mentoring me from then on. And Douglas was chief geologist at that stage, but most people would know that he was heavily involved with the mineral systems ideas that led to the discovery of Olympic Dam. So the connection there goes back and forward. So obviously he left Western Mining even before I did. He went to go to BHP, but that opportunity to think in a holistic space is probably why I am where I am today. So it set me on the path of two things. One was being interested in the process of thinking and how you come up with ideas and how you do really effective critical thinking. And not many people are very good at that. They do analytical thinking, breaking everything down, but actually working out what you're not being told, working out what's missing and trying to put it all into a question why, then that's something that you learn very much by experience. So I was lucky enough to stay with Western Mine for 20 years, had a number of opportunities, including moving to Denver, Colorado as my kind of last gig with them. But it was after that, so when I left, I actually looked into becoming a full-time business coach and studied with a guy in the UK. In the end, I decided not to take up his franchise because I didn't like the agreement that he handed me. But it's something that set me on that path. So I've been mentoring people in the industry since 2002. And some of those people have been Western Mining people, ex-Western Mining people, many of them not. And some of them have been the CEOs of some of our most successful medium-sized companies.